That's absolutely right, but aquaphobia is massive. It's one of the top 5 fears in the world, and it's one of those phobias that can lead into other areas. So we've had so many people that we've worked with who've got a fear of driving because it started off with a fear of heights and they drove over a bridge, the fear kicked in and they transferred it to the car.
I think one of the worst ones actually that we worked with was a lady that had to move into the downstairs of a house because she could no longer go upstairs, and somebody else who couldn't even wear high heels. So it does go into different parts of your life, and it does stop you from living and doing enjoyable things, because heights are associated with fun fairs and going on holiday in beautiful buildings, and it is very debilitating.
Is it connected
So,
to
I mean,
that?
we've got the London Eye behind us.
That fear, because you said, as I said at the introduction, they're only born with 2 fears. Everything else is acquired. So it's the fear of loud noises and the fear of falling. So is it in any way, at any time, connected to that primal first fear, the fear of falling?
Do you know what? It can be, but it depends on the circumstances. And obviously we've got 3 people here today that they've all got different circumstances, but collectively they've had a fear of heights for over 100 years.
Yeah, and do you know what? That you're really challenging us today, because obviously we've got the London Eye behind us, and to be perfectly honest, even somebody who doesn't have a fear of heights isn't maybe necessarily very comfortable going up there.
But you punch yourself then.
But it's obviously debilitating. Like I said, we've got 3 people here who wouldn't ever dream of happily going up on the London Eye, and that today is our
let's meet them.
Yes, well, I'll introduce you. So we've got here, this is Yvonne. And Yvonne, how do you feel with this behind you and looking at that?
Well, I'm shaking like a leaf again, and my mouth's all dry, and I actually don't want to go anywhere near it right at this moment.
Really? And do you know how your fear started?
Yeah, I fell off a bunk bed when I was about 8, head first off a bunk bed, and then fairly quickly after that I fell out of an apple tree. And from then, I've just been terrified, and it's got worse and worse every single year.
And I'm guessing that even, I think we've got a little bit of footage of you trying to go up a ladder.
I just don't like ladders, and leaning over barriers in shopping centres to look down to the bottom one. My stomach turns, and I just can't do it.
So it does stop you doing things?
Yeah, it does.
And obviously we've actually not done any work with you as yet, so I know it's very difficult for you standing here. How about yourself, Andrew? I mean, obviously, how long have you been suffering?
Well, mine started when I was 20 years of age. I was on a ski trip to Austria, and I was on a chairlift, and unfortunately the chairlift just broke down and stopped. It stopped for about 10 minutes. It was probably actually nearer to 3 minutes, but it felt an age. And ever since then, so that's 34 years ago, I'm 54 now, I know I don't look it, and that's how my fear kick-started, yeah.
And have you ever been on the London Eye?
Actually, I have. Yeah, I went with a family. Absolute disaster. When you get in one of the capsules, there's a wooden bench, and I actually crawled under it. I was putting my fingers in my ears. People were saying, "Oh, what a fantastic view!" I didn't want to hear that. I was absolutely
now, and
petrified.
I know we've got some. You tried walking over a bridge, and we've got some footage of you actually walking over a bridge.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can visibly see that you are absolutely petrified. Now, how did that feel?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was absolutely petrified, shaking like a leaf. This isn't a very high bridge. It's near where I work in Macclesfield. It's only 20 or so metres over a road with gaps in the planks, and I just I lost it. I was Nick called me the Ninja Turtle when he saw me on the video, but I was so scared. And I've got to say, I am apprehensive today. It's like
So Martin, what about you?
Well, I've had the fear now for over 30 years. I thought it was down to going out for days out with my dad on a Sunday with my brother. My dad taking pictures of us going up hills and on the edge of sheer drops. And I've realised it wasn't that. It was when I was very young, probably about 3-4 years old, I was pushed on a swing by an older brother or one of his friends, and from there on...
That's how it started.
Yeah,
so I believe you tried to fix this yourself,
yeah,
and in doing that you tried to climb up
and
the loft.
stuck up a loft for about 2 hours, and my wife had to drag me down. She was grabbing my legs and pulling down, and she said, "You've only got a few more inches till the steps," and it was terrifying. And now, booking hotels, we have to look at where we book the hotels. If we go in a caravan, we have to make sure it's not near any drops. And I don't want to put the fear on to the young lads. And it's, It's terrifying. It's
And
absolutely
before today, would
Yeah.
you ever believe that there would be any chance of you getting in one of those ponds?
No chance. Absolutely no chance. You know, it's spoilt so many days where, you know, I would love to do stuff like this, but no. We're going on a holiday in the next couple of weeks where we want to go on these high ropes, and that would be a great achievement, just doing that. And I believe now, I really do, I feel like I can do this. I'm so excited.
Well, I'm really pleased.
It
I know
is, yeah.
We've actually worked a little bit with Andrew and with Martin yesterday, but obviously Yvonne, we've literally just met Yvonne. So our morning now, it's going to be unusual because obviously we're actually going to have to do therapy sat outside with that kind of behind, and we're hoping it's not going to distract Yvonne too much. But I mean, I can see that you're visibly absolutely terrified of going on there.
I really don't want to go up there at the moment. Really don't.
Well,
Do you think there was any possibility that you might go up there before today?
No.
No?
No. I have tried in the past and haven't done it.
Yeah,
Right,
so
okay,
well,
that
like I
sounds
said, this is their
fascinating.
Everest, and we really hope that, and we're excited to try and get them up there.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll
if
bet.
anyone
Amazing.
can do it, you two can. That's for sure.
450 feet high it is when you get to the very top.
Thank you very much, I appreciate that.
And we've got to, we're going to have to show Andrew that footage of him crossing that bridge again at some stage because that is, I think that could possibly end up
great,
being my
isn't it?
best bit of the day.
I know, already. We're going early doors.
That was something else. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much. indeed.
guys.